Hi, I'm Jeff.
And I'm Shaleia.
And we're authors of the book Twin Flames, Finding Your Ultimate Lover. And today we're here to talk about, off the cuff, what it's like to be in a twin flame union.
I love off-the-cuff conversations.
I love it so much because we get to really express naturally through ourselves, in the moment, whatever it is we're talking about.
And, it's sometimes really hard to put in words for me what it's like to be in a twin flame union with Jeff. I believe that there is a lot of universal underlying factors and feelings that goes along with being in a twin flame union. And one of the things for me that, there's like this, I feel like there's like this accord, almost like an invisible umbilical cord that I'm always connected to Jeff, and that link can never be severed, and that it's a very, very strong link. And, even though there are twin flames who choose to not be united in this lifetime for whatever reason, the link may be very soft or weakened, but it can never be completely destroyed.
I always knew about Shaleia on some deep inner level my whole life, and I always desired to be with her, be with that person, whoever I was connected to. I knew she was out there. I knew there was someone for me. I knew I could be with my ultimate lover, and I sought that out. Yeah. And, the reason that I desired and sought that out is because I had that person.
Yeah. Boy, what's it like being in union? It's such a big question, and it's almost hard to answer, but one of the ways that I feel like I can answer it is to contrast from previous partnerships that I've had, where with them, I didn't feel the sort of deep connection and almost safety as I do, and comfort level that I do with being with Jeff. It's like there's this deep inner knowing that we're completely unshakable, and that that we are designed to be together in this lifetime, not just in this lifetime, forever.
I think what you're talking about is, I don't know if anyone studies human design. Our spiritual teacher Altona gave us our human designs, and your human design shows you how you're designed in this lifetime as a human. And if you look at Shaleia's human design, you look at my human design, they're actually exactly opposite, but they perfectly complement each other, in every way. Yep.
And that's another bonus in being with your twin flame, is that areas where you believe that you could never be complemented in, your twin flame is designed to complement you there.
So for me, one of the most delicious things, or what it's like being in the union, is finally being with someone who is everything you desire in a partner, and then some, and then so much more beyond that.
Yeah.
So the title of the video is "What's it like being in union?" So what's that like? Like, people want to know,
it's juicy. It's
delicious. What is the experience of being with your twin flame? Like, we talk about, I can tell you all the symptoms of being in a twin flame union.
Yeah.
I can tell you what it's like to be with your false twin flame. If you read our book, you can find, how to find your twin flame. But this video is about sharing with you that experience of what's it actually like being in union. And I like to answer, the tip of that question. There's no way I can convey to you what it's like, but I can show you an example. If you imagine waking up next to the person who supports all that you are, and with all that they are, desires to help see you grow. Like, there's no part of Shaleia, there's no part of my partner that is against me.
No.
And there's no part of me that's against my partner.
No.
We don't fight over anything. The only time we ever fight is an illusion of a fight. It's just helping each other move through the upset that we're having on an individual level. We're ever fighting, we're just fighting with ourselves. So,
yeah.
Go ahead.
Sorry. I was going to go on a different point.
Yeah, go for it.
Okay. one other thing that just stood out for me right now is what's it like being in a twin flame union is this irrevocable sense of oneness and unity. And, you know, in spiritual truth, most people know that we are all one, meaning that we are all a child of God because we were created by God and we all come from the same source. And with specifically with the twin flame union, I feel my oneness with God, and I feel my oneness with another so-called separate individual so much more closely and intensely as I do than with anybody else in the world that I've ever experienced. And I think one of the benefits of having that experience in twin flame union is that, yes, you do, when you start to clear the lens of perception, you can start to feel that with other people as well. But experiencing that in your twin flame union first and foremost is not only very helpful to experiencing that elsewhere, but it's also, this oneness energy is very amplified. And what I mean by that is this is the first time in my life in first person where I don't see myself as actually different from Jeff. Although I recognize that I'm a unique individual, you know, you see, the perfect example is why are animal mothers, let's take like a rabbit for instance, why are they so protective of their young? And elephants, most animal mothers, why are they so protective and loving and careful towards their young and nurturing towards them? And that's because they see their young as part of themselves. They do not see their young as separate from themselves. And when I was meditating on that, I realized, gosh, I feel that way about Jeff. And I would do everything in my power to protect Jeff from so-called harm or, well, actually, I don't believe in harm. But anyway, but yeah, I feel that oneness, almost like how a mother animal feels towards her little bunny babies. You know? And
not only is that about protection, but because I love myself so much and want to see myself grow, and I see Shaleia as non-separate from me, I invest in her equally as I invest in myself. Mm-hmm. And of course, you know, in my life, and we've got this in our union, this clear delineation of importance. 1 is God. Yeah. 2 is ourselves. 3 is each other.
Yep.
And then 4 is everyone else. So, you know, we've got a priority set straight. You never want to put your partner above yourself. But just below investing in myself, I'm investing in Shaleia as part of myself. I would never invest in someone so deeply that all of this investment could go away, could ever possibly go away.
Or leak out.
So in being in union, and we've worked very hard to make sure that all of our milk doesn't leak out of the union. Mm-hmm. In being in our union, I can invest in someone else infinitely. Like there's no limit to how much I can invest in Shaleia because she's part of me, and all my investment stays with me for all my eternal journeys. So if I have a soulmate or a husband or a wife that's, you know, someone who's going to pass, I'm investing in someone, but I can't invest so fully into that person and so, you know, selflessly, because eventually that person's going to, you know, fly away. Mm-hmm. And they may come back, but with your twin flame, that person is never going to go away. So my investment always stays with me for all my eternal journeys. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. So having this person in my life, being in my twin flame, what's that like? It feels like my possibilities are endless in my union. Like, I know my possibilities in my life are endless, but in my union and in this relationship, in my intimate lover partnership, that too is infinite and endless. There's no barrier to the depth. There's no preventative. There's no downside to me investing endlessly in this union.
Another thing I wanted to mention before we come to close with this video, what's it like being in a twin flame union, is in this union, I don't know how it is with other unions, although I've been around people who are in unions. And maybe if anyone else who's in a twin flame union can agree with me or not in the comment box. But I feel like Jeff and I are always in our own little world. It's like this impenetrable bubble. And it's very interesting, like being around other people. I certainly notice it, and I know that they notice it too, that, you know, oh, Jeff and Shaleia, they definitely are in their own little world. They got their own little thing going. And I never had that before in prior partnerships, in my relationships. It didn't feel like its own complete little world. It was just, I don't know how else to explain it, but anyways, that's another feeling that I get in this union. Is
so one thing I want to build off that is that because we have that, we can be around members of the opposite sex. The members of the opposite sex can reach out to us, and there's literally nothing there. There's nothing that could possibly like harm this union. There's nothing that get between us in any way. No one could offer one of us in any respect something that could possibly hurt the other, because it's such a strong, connected union. There's no one I'd rather be with. And it's so clear to me, no one could possibly make me an offer that trumps this one. And I know no man, even if Brad Pitt himself came up and was like, Shaleia, I devote my life to you. I devote my fortune and my fame and my body and my sex and everything to you. Just be with me for one night. I know she'd say no, because there would be no interest. There'd be nothing there.
Not with Brad fucking Pitt.
So thank you so much for watching this video. We wrote a book called Twin Flames, Finding Your Ultimate Lover. If you want to learn more about twin flames and how to get this in your life and how to keep it in your life for life, check it out. First 10 pages are available for free on Amazon at the link below. And we also offer twin flame readings at our website, divineguidancereadings.net, at the link below.
And if you want to join our Twin Flame community on Facebook, we have a gorgeous group with amazing information and awesome love and support called, it's the title of our book, Twin Flames, Finding Your Ultimate Lover. Thanks, everyone.
Thank you.